Today, I'm announcing appointments to 3 important cabinet-level positions in city government that affect day-to-day quality of life for our citizens all across our great city. I'm appointing Jamie Rhee as the city's Chief Procurement Officer. She'll be in charge of the Department of Procurement Services, which provides support for 44 city departments and oversees the procurement of more than $2 billion in goods and services. Jamie has recently been a Deputy Chief of Staff in my office, serving as a liaison to key departments, procurement, before she was General Counsel for the O'Hare Modernization Program. She'll be joined by the department as First Deputy Richard Butler, who comes to us from the Chicago Park District, where he's been Chief Administrative Officer since 2004. I've asked her to continue to develop strategies to make Department procurement more effective, so that our residents can have more confidence not only contracting operates fairly and with integrity. And at the same time, in these difficult economic times, it's more important than ever that we make sure the city's purchasing power is being used in ways that best protect the taxpayer, as well as get rid of bureaucracy and red tape, and you wonder why it takes so long. I mean, that is a valid position we have taken. I think Jamie comes from OMP, understands that. They had one liaison, it worked very well, and I think she come with new strategies and new ideas in the department. I'm also appointing Judith Martinez as the new Commissioner, Department of General Services, succeeding Michi Pena, who retired after 5.5 years as Commissioner and a career of almost 20 years in the city of Chicago. I want to thank Michi for her exceptional work over many, many years. Judith Martinez has served as city's First Deputy Procurement Officer since last year. She has shown herself to be a solid manager, both in the city and the Park District. She has spent 3.5 years as a prosecutor for the Cook County State's Attorney's Office. I've told her that a General Service Department is a job of managing the safe and efficient operation of city facilities. It's critical to our ability to deliver services to our residents in the most cost-effective way possible. Also, I am appointing Jean Newman as the city's budget director, an important position in charge of the Office of Budget and Management, responsible for preparing and executing the city's annual budget. The Office of Budget and Management evaluates the efficiency, effectiveness of all city operations and drives management reforms that improve the city's fiscal condition, increase taxpayers' value. There's no more critical position in city government right now. And it's always important, and I'm confident that Jean is the right person for the job. Why? Since 2004, he served as General Counsel for the CTA. Before that, he had 8 years. He was the city's Deputy Budget Director. He's an attorney and a CPA, has experience both in the private sector as a prosecutor in Cook and LaSalle counties. I've made it clear to all today's appointments that during these very, very difficult and challenging times, we all need to work together to provide the services our taxpayers need, but in a way that our taxpayers can afford. Today I'm announcing that we will transfer oversight of the city's minority and women-owned business enterprise, MBE and WBE, program from the Department of Procurement Services to the Office of Compliance, which really fits in, and Tony Boswell knows that as Executive Director, really fits in with compliance, because that's what it's all about. As you know, we are strongly committed, and we're one of the few cities that have an MBE and WBE program. It is important to encourage the development and growth of women and minority-owned businesses and make it easier for them to participate in city businesses. And that requires a real commitment, because various bureaucracies, and again, getting back to why they're doing this. And that's always a question: why are you doing this, and why does it take so long, especially with the use of technology? And the Office of Compliance is an appropriate place, because it analyzes and tracks and monitors processes and making them more effective. So in Office of Compliance, they see processes, as I pointed out. They analyze and track things and monitor the process, and that's what you have to do to make sure it's working, or there's stumbling blocks in it. I think all these individuals have proven themselves as a strong advocate and very creative managers in previous assignments, both in the city, both in other government agencies, and in the private sector. We need that skill and experience, especially in these very challenging and difficult times when you must constantly find new ways to manage government, deliver services more efficiently, even as our revenues are falling. And now I'd like to have Jamie say a few words. Jamie?
Good afternoon. I want to begin by saying thank you, Mayor Daley, for your confidence and support. It is both an honor and a privilege to be asked to assume the responsibility of Chief Procurement Officer. Under Mayor Daley, the City of Chicago has accomplished many things to improve our procurement process. In keeping with the Mayor's commitment to supporting minority and women-owned businesses, I will work closely with the Office of Compliance to provide the resources and tools to help vendors compete for city contracts. Additionally, I will continue to work with the user departments, assist agencies, and elected officials to ensure that we are looking at new methods, technology, and best practices to run a productive and efficient procurement office. Again, I look forward to the challenges of this new role, and I thank the Mayor for this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Jamie. Also, Tony Boswell. Tony?
Thank you, sir.
How are you?
Thank you. Good afternoon. I appreciate Mayor Daley's confidence in the Office of Compliance in undertaking this initiative. As we have demonstrated and will continue to demonstrate, his confidence is well placed. Over the course of the past 18 months, we have demonstrated our ability to conceptualize, develop, and administer a comprehensive compliance program, and most importantly, achieve results. Working with the city's leadership team, we have made significant progress towards achieving substantial compliance on hiring. We will bring the same skill set, determination, and focus on the goal to MBE and WBE compliance. An effective compliance program cycle focuses on 4 critical steps: assessing gaps, implementing controls to mitigate those gaps, educating affected parties, and auditing and monitoring the process to verify compliance. We will apply this compliance model to MBE, WBE certification and compliance. Upon assuming oversight responsibility, our first step will be to meet with various stakeholders. Based in part on that feedback, we will conduct a top-to-bottom process review to determine if and what changes are necessary. To date, we have made no decisions as to what the process will look like. I look forward to this opportunity, to work with Mayor Daley and his leadership team on this very important initiative.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Also, Judy Martinez, Commissioner, Department of General Services. Judy.
Good afternoon. I would like to begin this afternoon by thanking Mayor Daley for this opportunity to serve as the Commissioner of the Department of General Services. As you all know, we face great challenges as stewards of the taxpayers' resources. I welcome those challenges and commit to find ways to continue to save the city money. Some of my priorities in the department will be to renegotiate and restructure property leases to take advantage of the current market conditions, to find more cost-effective ways of maintaining city facilities, to reduce energy costs by promoting environmental initiatives, and to maximize the use of all city facilities and space. Again, as the Commissioner of Department of General Services, I am committed to finding ways to save the city money. Thank you.
Thank you. Eugene.
Thank you, Mayor. Good afternoon. I'd like to thank Mayor Daley for the opportunity and honor to serve as City of Chicago Budget Director. We obviously face an incredible challenge as we continue providing critical services to residents in this economic recession, particularly given that we now face the largest budget shortfall in our city's history. But I take the challenge seriously, and I plan to continue the Mayor's commitment to do everything possible to reduce the cost of government and to protect the taxpayers while continuing to deliver the services that the people expect and rely on. I'm eager to begin this challenge, to work with the City Council, with the various departments. I also want to take this opportunity to thank Ann McNabb, who did a great job as Acting Budget Director, and I look forward to the challenge, and once again, I'd like to thank the Mayor for this opportunity.
Right. I'd like to thank all those that previously held different positions, especially Ann, who did a tremendous job as interim budget director. She was a very, very dedicated public servant and very committed in regards to public service.